Edo State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Abuja delivers judgments on the various petitions filed by the opposition parties challenging the electioneering victory of Governor Mondo Beulu of the APC. The tribunal, in a unanimous decision led by Justice Wred Bosshi, upheld the election in favor of Governor Beulu, noting that it found no reason to nullify the outcome of the governorship election in Edo State held on September 21, 2024. Delivering the judgment, the tribunal dismissed as lacking in merit a petition the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and its candidate Agodalu filed to challenge the declaration of Governor Beulu as the valid winner of the gubernatorial election.
I want to thank God Almighty that made this possible. We also want to thank the good people of Edo who voted for us. This is not a news to us because Edo people have spoken before. The court has just reaffirmed what Edo people voted for. So we want to thank God, we want to thank the people of Edo. And I also want to congratulate my principal, the executive governor of Edo State, distinguished Senator Mondo Beulu.
Tribunal has dismissed the petition of the PDP as lacking in merit. In fact, the tribunal said they didn't have any witness. The tribunal said they did not prove their case. And we were sure from the very beginning that Governor Mondo Beulu won the election in Edo State, and that Edo people gave him the mandate, and he has not disappointed Edo people. This is victory for Edo people. This is victory for democracy, and we have confidence in the judiciary in delivering justice. We are so excited, and Edo people are very excited.
The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) had declared Senator Mondo Beulu of the APC winner of the election after securing a total of 291,667 votes to defeat his closest rival, Agodalu of the PDP, who got a total of 247,655 votes. Dissatisfied with the results, the PDP and its candidate Agodalu approached the tribunal, alleging that the election was not conducted in substantial compliance with provisions of the Electoral Act 2022 and that Governor Mondo Beulu did not secure the highest number of lawful vote cast at the election. It was equally the contention of the petitioners that INEC failed to serialize and pre-record some of the sensitive materials deployed for the election, a situation they said aided the rigging of the election in favor of the APC and its candidates. The petitioners alleged that there was a wrong computation of results in 765 polling units in the state, even as they produced 19 witnesses that testified and tendered exhibits before the tribunal. Among exhibits, petitioners tendered before the tribunal were a total of 153 bimodal voter accreditation system BVAS machines used in 133 polling units. According to the petitioners, results from the polling units were manipulated at the collation centers, a situation they said resulted in overvoting in favor of Governor Mondo Beulu. The tribunal in its judgment held that the petitioners failed by way of credible evidence to establish why the outcome of the election should be nullified, pointing out that the onus of proving that Governor Beulu was unduly returned by the INEC rested squarely on them. The tribunal held that the PDP and its candidates merely dumped exhibits before it without demonstrating them through competent witnesses as required by the law. It held that most of the witnesses that testified for the petitioners gave hearsay evidence, stressing that failure to produce polling units agents, presiding officers, or voters that participated in the election to testify proved fatal to the case of the petitioners. More so, the petitioner held that none of the BVAS machines tendered before it was switched on to demonstrate the number of votes recorded in the disputed polling units exceeding the total number of accredited voters, pointing out that the petitioners merely tendered what they termed BVAS screenshots in aid of the allegation. It further held that the petitioners failed to prove the allegation that INEC did not substantially comply with provisions of the Electoral Act in the conduct of the election. Meanwhile, the tribunal also dismissed the Action Alliance and Accord Party's petitions against Governor Mondo Beulu.
Today is the judgment of AA against APC and the governor. Today is the judgment of Accord Party against APC and the governor. Then why today also is the judgment of PDP, Agodalu against APC and PDP and the governor. Well, we are happy that all the three petitions, we won all. We have come to appreciate the people of Edo State. We have come to appreciate the governor. We have come to appreciate the APC family for their resilience. They were with us and they never slacked at any time. We thank God for it.
Mondo Beulu is the governor of Edo State. He was elected by Edo people. And we are using this opportunity to call on everybody in the state to come together at this point so that we can move the state forward. There are a lot of things, a lot of challenges in the state. We are calling on everybody, because this is victory for everybody in the entire state, for them to come together so that we can move the state forward.
Dissatisfied with the dismissal of his petition, the PDP candidate Agodalu vowed to challenge it at the Court of Appeal. In a statement shortly after the ruling, Agodalu described as a travesty of justice the affirmation of Governor Mondo Beulu as the winner of the gubernatorial election. Hence, he would proceed to appeal the judgment to preserve what he described as collective rights of the electorate in Edo State. Jude Aweke, reporting for VOS TV News, Benin.